Hi, I'm Mitch Shoemaker, and today is day 96 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on today. So, yay, I made it to day 96. I have mixed feelings about today, if I'm perfectly honest, I really do. I went to my dentist this morning and got my teeth cleaned. That was always fun. Nice to not have any cavities. Not that I was expecting to have any cavities, but not anything new. All they told me is that my crown is broken and I need to come back and get that fixed, which I have an appointment in a couple of weeks to take care of that, so not a big deal. And then I opted to do the fluoride treatment. I've never done the fluoride treatment, or if I have, it was like when I was a kid and I don't even remember it. That's disgusting. I may never do it again. Apparently, they rub the fluoride on there and then you're supposed to lick it with your tongue, and it's all sticky and weird, and it has to be on there for like 4 hours, and it tastes nasty, and then it's all sticky and weird. So, yeah, supposed to like protect my tooth enamel or something like that. So, thought it was a good idea. Figured it was worth a little extra money to do that, but then it was just nasty, so I might not ever do it again. I'm like, I don't know, I did it in the first place. I mean, it's not like I have a bunch of cavities in my mouth. So, anyway, and then I just kind of came home and I just relaxed, and I didn't do anything, and eventually got around to reading my scriptures and meditation, started some laundry. Really wished that I didn't have to go to work today, but decided that I really needed to go to work today, and decided after that that it was a huge mistake going to work today. So, and it probably wasn't a huge mistake. I just had a horrible attitude at work tonight, and I don't know what's going on with me. But it's like, I was fine before I went to work, but I was going to work because I need the money to pay the bills, and I was just like, dreading work. And then work was just, not that it was slow, it just was, I don't know. It wasn't the best. And then I broke my car. And so then I was just like, okay, I'm done. And I hurt my foot again. So I'm done. I'm so done. I'm done. And I didn't break my car. I should clarify that. I ran over something and it sounded like it got stuck under my car, but I think it like hit something, and it's probably that like protective stuff they put under there that's supposed to keep stuff from bouncing around on the underneath side of your car. So like that weird plastic stuff they just stick up there. So whatever I hit knocked that loose or broke out the screws or whatever it is. So now that part of my car is just dragging on the ground, and I can hear it when I'm driving around. And then of course I can hear the rocks that are bouncing around underneath my car. And then I get all paranoid, like something's gonna break under my car or it's gonna fall apart on me. And of course none of the little lights are coming up on my car. There's nothing like saying that there's something wrong with my car. It's not driving funny. It's not doing any of those other things. I just hit something, and I'm sure it's like an easy fix, and I'm sure it's no big deal if I drive around with it. It makes me uncomfortable because it makes that weird dragging noise, and I don't like it. And I was already in a crappy mood, but I made the mistake of trying to get down on the ground to look underneath my car to see what was going on. In order to do that, I kind of had to bend my foot, the one that hurts, and now it hurts worse because I did that. Been really good at not doing that, but to kneel down on the ground requires me to like bend my toes a certain way, and they don't. I haven't done that since I injured it, and so now I feel like I re-injured it, or just I don't know, but made it all swell up again, which is sad because I'm like, my compression sock made all my swelling go away, and it was finally starting to feel better, which I mean, it did last week too when I took, rested all day Sunday and all day Monday, and then my leg was feeling a whole lot better. So it's like, yeah, if I could stay off of it for a couple of weeks at a time or whatever for a while, it would probably heal much more quickly than if I keep using it. And then I not only used it, but then I nailed down on the ground, which they did not like at all. Because then I not only did I have to nail down, and I had to use it to get back up again. So I could see what fell on my car or what was dragging under my car, and it was whatever was dragging or whatever I ran over didn't stay there, but it did the damage. So I get to deal with my car tomorrow because I'm like, it's too late to go take it to some mechanic tonight or have somebody look at it, and I'm hoping I can just take it to the mechanic tomorrow and they can just screw whatever back in there or take off whatever so that I can drive and be fine, and hopefully that doesn't like cost me a ton of money for something stupid like that. Um, but I would like to be able to keep using my car. So anyway, I kind of felt like work today was a total fail, and I was just completely frustrated and irritated, and I wasn't out at work for more than a couple of hours, and then as all of that was happening, and I was just like, oh my gosh, what the heck did I go to work today for? And then I came home, and it's so random to me because I know there have been so many times when I've been at work or I've been out of my house, and I always feel better getting out of my house, and I come home and I just feel overwhelmed or depressed or discouraged because it's just me and my mess and my whatever. And today I actually felt relieved when I came home. Like, I've only been out for 2 hours, and I just felt totally relieved to be home. I just walked in the door and I'm like, I am just leaving all of that outside. I just don't even care. I just wished I hadn't gone to work. And I felt like I was in this like horrible grouchy mood about everything that had to do with work and everything that was going on, and I was just complaining, and it was just blah. And then I walked in the door and I was like, and it's gone, and I'm all better, and I feel better. I was like, okay, maybe I just wasn't supposed to go to work today. I don't know what the deal was, but I just came home and I did some more laundry. I soaked my foot in Epsom salt stuff and got myself something to eat, and then I fell asleep watching Netflix. Well, not totally fell asleep, but I was dozing off, and I had to keep waking myself up thinking, okay, I'll just do is write in my journal so I can go to bed and make my video. And then I finally just got my journal, which I started falling asleep through writing that at least 2 times. And so it probably took me longer than normal. And I was falling asleep on my couch again, and I was like, I gotta get up and walk around so I can make my video. And I got ice on my foot now because I did the heat earlier, but I want to give it like a break. I don't want to do the one extreme to the other. So, but my toes are just really killing me right now. So I'm like, ice. And I love that I have 2 ice packs. So I put one underneath that I'm standing on, and then one on top, so it kind of covers my whole foot that way. And granted, it probably would be better if it was elevated in doing that, but that's okay. And I did wash my pillowcase today, which is kind of cool because I don't have a dryer, so I just stuck it on my pillow to dry, and then I was using my pillow to elevate my foot, and I was like, the cold from the wet just made my foot feel good too. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. So, I mean, I had kind of an up and down day today. So, like I said, I mean, it started out pretty good, and then I was just kind of, just relaxing and not caring about doing anything today, and then slowly starting to do laundry and some other things, and I was expecting someone to come over to look at my couch that's broken to see if they could fix it today, and they never showed up. I didn't call them and ask them where they were at either. I was just like, yeah, whatever, I'll just keep waiting. And then, like I said, I started doing laundry and just like little things, and then mostly just relaxing, just watching a couple of movies and just playing some games on my phone, and just, like a do nothing kind of a day, just resting my foot, resting my body, and just um, allowing it the time to heal without having to put in too much thought or effort or anything. And then I made myself go to work, and that just ruined everything. I was like, man, I really need to put in more effort to try to find a different job entirely, because I just did not feel good about doing that job tonight. And then it just didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. And then I just felt so much better being at home than I did going to work. So it's like, and I don't know, maybe it's just tonight, maybe it's just the mood that I was in, and maybe it's because I didn't work last Monday and I felt well enough to work the rest of the week that I was like, maybe I should have, and I kept thinking maybe I should repeat that, and I was like, no, I can't afford to do that. Now I'm starting to think maybe I couldn't afford to do that. But that's what I get for not listening to myself, for not listening to the spirit, for just not, or it's also what I get for trying to force myself to do things. I thought that was a good idea. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. So, what do they say? Hindsight's 2020. I don't know. Not gonna worry about it. Doesn't matter. What's done is done. And I love that I can do that. What's done is done. And it was so weird because I was going to work and I was worrying about stuff, and I was just talking about yesterday how I'm not worried about stuff. And I'm like, I wasn't worried about it before I went to work, and I wasn't worried about it when I got home. So I'm just kind of like, okay, that is something I have to deal with, and I will deal with it tomorrow because there's nothing I can do about it tonight. And tonight I'm just going to pretend it didn't happen the rest of tonight, and I'm going to be fine. So I am frustrated that I have to go deal with my car tomorrow, and I have my job interview tomorrow, which will be exciting. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping I get that job, except that I don't know how much the pay is, and it's also only a part-time job, and I need something full-time in order to quit the job that I'm currently doing. So, it's not really it's not really a solution to my situation because I will still have to do both jobs, and I don't really not really looking forward to the idea of working two different jobs. But it's a start at least in the right direction. It's something different than what I'm currently doing. Maybe it'll make what I'm doing a little bit better, or maybe it'll help me find something else. I don't know. And maybe I won't get the job because I need something else entirely. I have no idea at this point in time. It doesn't matter. Tomorrow will take care of tomorrow. I am in trying to stay into today. And I'm just super tired. Um, but I'm just grateful for the reminders to stay in today and that I don't have to stress and worry about stuff. And I was stressing and worrying, and I was just frustrated with myself because I'm like, I know better. What the heck is wrong with me? So it's so weird, the back and forth. Like I was fine at home and not at work, and then fine at home again. So and I don't know, maybe it'll be completely different tomorrow because I need to work tomorrow and I should have just taken today off of work. I honestly, I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason for all of this, but one way or the other, I have to figure out how I'm going to pay the bills and pay the dentist for my crown and all of those things that need to happen. So, and I'm trying not to stress about all of it or worry about all of it because worrying is not going to get me anywhere and it doesn't change the situation. And I know there's a reason for everything to have happened and that God is going to take care of me one way or the other. And maybe I just need to spend more time writing and more time looking for other jobs. And, but if nothing else, I got my laundry done today. So yay. And that's about it. I'm okay with that. I really am. I'm okay with just the little things that I'm getting done, and I realize that I could probably start doing more. I mean, I was feeling bored today. I'm like, I'm bored. I need something else to do. But it wasn't bored like I want to go to work. But maybe it was bored enough that I probably could have been writing or looking for a job. So maybe I'm just lacking that motivation. So I need to find that motivation, and maybe after tonight, that will help give me that motivation to start looking more diligently for work. Um, but it just seems like I'm finally getting better. I'm finally getting my strength back, and now I'm injured, and so it's just kind of like So it's just kind of been this cycle. So I'm so ready for this to be done. I'm so ready to feel better. I'm so ready to not be injured anymore. I'm so ready to just move on. But then I feel like I've just been so lazy too. And maybe lazy is not the right word. I need to find another word for that. I haven't been in the habit of doing or being super productive, like just going like the Energizer Bunny. I'm not the Energizer Bunny anymore. I can't just keep going and going and going and going with stuff to do. I have to constantly take breaks because I don't have the energy or the stamina anymore. I've kind of lost all of that. My muscles have all like atrophied or something, and I'm overweight. I was losing it anyway because I was just gaining weight and not exercising and just sitting around all day doing my job before. So it's going to take time for me to build back up that energy, to build back up that stamina, and not doing stuff for so long, which was okay. I needed to not do stuff because I was sick. It was part of a way to allow my body to heal itself. I needed to just shut down and not worry about other things, and I was able to work on myself spiritually and emotionally, and um, been gaining a lot of trust with Heavenly Father, and just knowing that God's taking care of everything and it's okay. So I mean, I've been doing a lot of that, getting better at reading my scriptures and meditation notes every day and writing in my journal every day, and those are good things too. So I mean, I've been working on things that are good for me emotionally and spiritually. I just haven't been working as far as like mentally, working, looking for jobs, doing things like that. So I've kind of, haven't got the financially, mentally, socially side of things, but I've been working on the spiritually, emotionally side of things, and physically side of things. I've definitely got a lot. I mean, I've been working on trying to take care of myself physically, but not as far as exercising goes, just trying to eat a little bit better, or at least making myself eat, being aware that I need to drink water, and figuring out how to take care of myself because I've been sick and now I'm injured. So I'm constantly having to do different different things just so I can get my body to function. and it's limited how much energy that I have and that I can use to function. So a part-time job is probably all that I have the energy to do right now, which would be great, except that I can't pay my bills on a part-time job. So I'm not really sure how that's going to pan out or how that's going to work, but I'm going to trust that if that's what I need to do, that it will work one way or the other, that God's going to take care of whatever the rest may be. So I don't know what it's going to be, but I just thought it was so random that I actually, and nice too, that I actually felt better being at home. Like I felt good at home. So it was nice to be like, okay, I do feel good at home. I am feeling okay with where I'm at and what I'm doing and my choices. And I was not okay with going to work tonight for whatever reason. I don't even know. I just had the worst attitude. So, and I was just totally surprised that my attitude improved once I got home. But now I have to deal with whatever happened to my car tomorrow, and it will be there tomorrow, so I don't have to deal with it tonight. And there's nothing I could do tonight. So, and now I'm just repeating myself because I just feel like I'm used to doing these really long videos and talking a whole bunch about stuff, and like I should have a whole bunch of stuff to say about today. And I'm like, I don't. That was it. that really, that really was it. I didn't do much today. I attempted to just rest, and my body just seemed to need that and enjoy that, and I'm grateful that I could do that, and grateful that I was aware of my change in mood and attitude. Not that I had a whole lot of control over it or did much to change it, but grateful that I could do that anyway. I forgot to do something with my shoulder. Oh, I'm gonna have to do something with my shoulder so I can go to sleep. Anyway, I am just grateful that I could do this tonight, and I think that's all I have for right now. So I'm going to go to bed. But if you like these videos, you're going to like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like it too. And I hope you have a great day full of gratitude and maybe do some writing.